What's up, folks? This is Josh back here from Inside Wrestling Truth. I know this video was a little late, but I've been really busy, and last night I just didn't have the time to do this review on TNA Impact Wrestling. Overall, from what I seen, I thought it was a good show. I think TNA's heading in the right direction for what they have. But I really liked the show. I liked last week's episode better. But I thought this was a good show. The storylines continued. I thought it was very good. We opened the show with, make sure I don't forget anything here. Well, Josh Matthews and Taz opened up the show. We have a promo from Robbie Roode talking about last week, how he was screwed, and how tonight Eric Young was going to pay. Then we have the new faction of the Beatdown Clan. Really like these guys. Really like what I've seen from these guys. You know, it consists of MVP, Samoa Joe, Low Ki, Kenny King. Eric Young is, I'm not sure, I don't think he's in the group officially. At least that's what they said at the beginning of the show last night. But he'll probably be with them in the long run, I guess. They try to introduce Bobby Lashley. You know, they're talking about how they are the reason Bobby Lashley is champion, which is true. If you look at it, you know, he won the belt from their help. You know, we have Eric Young come out. He's pissed. He cuts a very long promo on Rude. You know, I guess this will be a good feud. I like it. Then we have, you know, as they're trying to call Bobby Lashley out, he doesn't come out, and then Kurt Angle's music hits, and Kurt Angle comes out. You know, Kurt Angle, you know, he's talking, and he confronts them. The Beatdown Clique, he confronts them, and you know, Samoa Joe hops out the ring. He cracks Samoa Joe. All hell breaks loose. They break him up. But this is good stuff, I think. You know, it sets up for the match that is next between Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle. This was a pretty good match, back and forth. Kurt Angle had Joe in a submission a couple times, but in the end, Samoa Joe picks up the win. And after the match, the rest of the crew, you know, they beat up Kurt Angle. Robbie Roode comes out. We come back from commercial. Robbie Roode's cutting another promo. He's in the ring cutting a promo this time, to build up for the match later on the night and to build this feud up as well. When we come back, we go to a recap from EC3 of what happened last week with him and Jeremy Borash and all that good stuff. Then we go to the upstairs of where we're at in the arena, and the Revolution comes out to watch the match between the Hardys and the Wolves. I thought this was the best match of the night. Loved it. The Hardys and the Wolves put on a good match, back and forth, high pace, in your face type style match. I really liked it. This was the #1 contenders match for the tag belts that the James Storm and Abyss have, and the Hardys would pick up the win. You know, they have the commercial for next week. We have Feast or Fired, the 4 briefcases. I believe you get an X Division title shot, a TNA World title shot, tag team title shot, or you're fired. So good stuff. Be looking forward to that. MVP Kenny King and EY are backstage talking about Lashley, how Lashley's still their boy. You know, he'll be here in a little bit, type shit. Just building up for that angle. We have another promo from Robbie Roode again, once again. Then we go backstage to EC3 and Brodus Clay, Tires, whatever you want to call them. They're controlling the cameras and the audio, and you know, EC3 challenges Jeremy Borash to a fight. Silly shit, entertaining at the same time. Then we go to the ring. We have Eric Young versus Bobby Roode in a no DQ match. Good match. They fought in the crowd. They were fighting everywhere. The finish to this match, you know, Eric Young would pick up the win on Roode after power driving him through a chair. You know, he would pick up the win. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to remember everything that happened here, because he would pick up the win, okay? And the rest of the crew would come down. They would beat up. They would beat up Roode. MVP would get on the microphone. He would talk about how I hope you have fun in the hospital. Hopefully somebody will call you, since you never called Eric Young when he was in the hospital. Silly stuff, you know, going on there. We have Austin Aries talking about how he, you know, he's ready to face everybody, and he don't care who he has to go through, type of deal. Then we go back down, and we're in the back, and EC3 confronts Jeremy Borash again. He talks about how nobody in the company respects him, pretty much just pumping him up so that Jeremy Borash will take his challenge, and he did take his challenge. So we'll just have to see where it goes on from there. Then we go back to a James Storm promo with the Revolution. He introduces Hoya, the newest member of the Revolution. Good stuff, good promo from James Storm. And this dude Hoya looks like he could be a beast, from what I seen. Then we have our X Division title match. We have Low Key versus Austin Aries. This was a pretty good match. Back and forth. Two of my favorite wrestlers in TNA. Austin Aries actually had Low Key beat, and Low Key tapped out, but the referee's back was turned, and you know, they would get help. Low Key would pick up the win, and he is the X Division title, X Division champion again. Then they stay in the ring. The Beatdown Clan stays in the ring, talking about Bobby Lashley, talking about how they run the company, and they want to introduce Bobby Lashley because he is their, you know, their champion or whatever. Bobby Lashley comes out. You know, MVP is just putting Lashley over. Lashley gets in the ring, of course. It's, you know, he's like, hold on, dude. This is my belt. This ain't none of y'all's belt. And the MVP, you know, he's like, no, you know, we all helped you get the belt. We had a lot of gay things going on. MVP would hug Lashley, would kiss him. You know, but they would beat the shit out of Lashley. They beat Lashley up so bad, dude. I was actually laughing. Like, it was just like a mugging. And I mean, they were choking him with this jacket, beating him with this belt. Lashley was bleeding all over the place. At the end of the night, MVP and the crew, they leave with the TNA title because it's their title, they say, because they helped Lashley win it. I thought this was a good show. I like the way everything's going with Lashley and MVP. I know a lot of people don't like that they have two heel factions. It doesn't bother me as long as it don't get too much out of hand. But at the same time, they don't leave them with a whole lot of faces. This has just been my review for TNA Wrestling for January 16th, 2015. Tomorrow I have Royal Rumble 97 review, and Monday we have the Go Home Show, Raw's Go Home Show for the Royal Rumble 2015. So everybody, it'll be fun, and I'll see you then. Peace.